So one half. Oh. So
Yeah.
one half of the rib is articulating with the manubrium, and the other half.
The other half is articulating with the body of the sternum.
Okay.
Okay. So as we said, the sternum unpaired bone, flat. The type is flat, and it articulates with the superior 7 ribs, rib number 1 to 7. The manubrium we started, so the sternum is made up of 3 parts: manubrium, body, and xiphoid process. Again, manubrium, body, and xiphoid process, or xiphoid process. We said initially that the manubrium allows for the articulation of the clavicle with the sternum, the first rib with the sternum, and half of the second rib. So manubrium articulates with the clavicle, first rib, and half of the second rib, okay? The body of the sternum articulates with half of the second. Body of the sternum articulates with half of the second, articulates with third, fourth, fifth, and then third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then half of seventh, right? Let me just check. Yes. And half of seventh. Body articulates with half of second, then it articulates with 3, 4, 5, 6, and then half of 7. Three, 4, 5, 6, the whole thing. Half of second, half of 7. Okay, that's the body. And then finally, xiphoid process, which articulates with half of 7. Okay. Half of 7. Again, sternum, unpaired flat bone, articulates with the superior 7 ribs, which are the 2 ribs, number 1 to 7. Manubrium of the sternum articulates with the clavicle, first rib, and half of second. The body of the sternum articulates with half of second, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and half of 7. And the xiphoid articulates with half of 7. And this is how you talk about the point of the oral, which says ribs and sternum. Okay. Now, I want you both, from the top to the bottom, how we described it, I want you guys to read it for 5 minutes. Okay, just read it. And maybe as you read, understand and remember what I was pointing at in the simulation. And then by turn, each and every one would narrate to me without looking at the notes, trying, and I will help you to narrate to me the point, ribs of sternum orally. Imagine what I gave you, a speech. So when you're asked, this is your speech. This is how you structure your speech about it. And then you tell it to Sirisky. And I swear to God, once you memorize this and do a speech, start speaking to him. He will not wait for you because he knows you're speaking confidently. You have a lot of knowledge about it. And he would cut you and he would move to the next person, to the next question. Okay? So take now 5 minutes or, 5 minutes and we will come back. Okay? Stay online. You can mute yourself, and when 5 minutes is done, I will notify you both. Okay. Put in mind, you have to tell me the point without looking at the notes. Okay. Try to memorize it. The 5 minutes starts now. I will mute myself and come back. All right. How are we doing?
Almost finished.
Okay, Marina.
Yeah, good. I'm ready.
Okay, so if you're ready, we can start. Vivian, you can read. I really need you guys to say it without looking. I will help you and guide you until you solidify it, and then you will go. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Marina, go first.
Okay. Ribs are flat bones. Ribs form the major part of thoracic cage.
Yes.
And they articulate with sternum bicostal cartilage anteriorly and posteriorly with the vertebra column, with
Nice.
thoracic vertebra.
Mm-hmm.
There are 12 pairs of ribs, which is in total 24 ribs.
Right.
They're divided into 3 groups.
Nice.
True ribs, false ribs, and floating ribs. True
Nice.
ribs numbers are from 1st to 7.
Mhm.
They are true because they're connected to a sternum via costal cartilage.
Yes.
False ribs doesn't articulate with sternum, but they articulate with the costal cartilage of the rib above.
Nice.
Floating ribs, which false ribs are for numbers from 8 to 10.
Nice.
And floating ribs are which with numbers 11 to 12.
Nice.
They are floating because they articulate only with the vertebra column.
Nice.
So talking about the features of the ribs, so a typical rib has head, neck, tubercle, and shaft.
Nice.
Head of the rib has 2 surfaces, superior and inferior surface.
Nice.
So inferior one is connected with a vertebra with the same number. For example, 7 rib articulates with T7.
Nice.
And the inferior part of the head articulates with the vertebra above.
Nice.
So 7 rib superior surface of the head of 7 rib articulates with the T6.
Nice.
They are
Crest.
yeah. Talking about the crest, it is located between 2 surfaces and it articulates with intervertebral disc.
Nice. Okay.
So talking about the head, it has 2. Oh, I already talked about the head. Neck.
Okay.
Yeah, a neck separates the head of the rib from the tubercle.
Amazing.
So tubercle has 2 parts.
Nice.
It has articulate surface and non-articulate surface.
Nice.
So articular surface articulates with transverse process of vertebra with the same number.
Yes.
And the non-articular surface articulate it used for attachment of the ligaments of this vertebra above. So this ligament is costotransverse ligament.
Amazing. Okay.
And what else we have?
So you're done with the tubercle. Next.
With the shaft,
Nice.
it is located anteriorly,
Nice.
and it has so the articulation between shaft of the rib
Mhm.
with the costal cartilage.
Mhm.
This joint is called costocondylar joint.
Amazing. Amazing. Next.
The connection between sternum and costal cartilage, this joint is called sternocostal joint.
Nice.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna talk about sternum.
Perfect.
So sternum is a flat bone, unpaired flat bone,
Mhm.
which has which articulates with 7 superior vertebra, which are true vertebra, ribs, of course, ribs,
Okay.
true ribs,
Mhm.
and the sternum has 3 parts. So manubrium
Mhm.
articulates with the clavicle and first pair of rib,
Mhm.
and half of the second.
Amazing.
The body of sternum articulates with half of the second rib,
Mhm.
and from 3 to 6 and half of the seventh.
Perfect.
And the xiphoid process articulates only with half of the seventh rib.
Perfect. Okay, I'll comment about you after Vivian. Okay, Vivian, let's go.
Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the ribs. First of all, it's a flat bone, and it forms the major part of the thoracic cage,
Mhm.
and it articulates with 2 parts. First of all, anteriorly with the sternum
Mhm.
through costal cartilage,
Nice.
and on the other hand, posteriorly with the thoracic vertebrae.
Mhm.
We have 12 pairs of ribs, so
Right.
in total 24.
Yes.
And we have they're into groups. So
Mhm.
we have true and false ribs. It's true ribs are from number 1 to 7th, and the false ribs are 8, 9, and 10. And we have also floating ribs, number 11 and 12.
Yes.
That means true ribs articulate directly with the sternum,
Mhm.
and false ribs doesn't. So
Mhm.
they don't articulate directly with the sternum, but they articulate with the rib above
Yes.
through costal cartilage.
Nice.
And floating ribs mean that they just articulates posteriorly, so
Nice.
no articulation anteriorly.
Mhm.
We have 3 features of
Mhm.
the ribs. It's head, neck, no, 4. Head, neck, tubercle, and shaft.
Nice.
The head has 2 articular surfaces.
Mhm.
So one of them, like the inferior and superior.
Nice.
Inferior articulates with the vertebra with the same number,
Mhm.
and superior articulates with the thoracic above. So
Exactly.
we also have the crest, which is between the superior and inferior surface,
Mhm.
and it's articulating with the vertebral disc.
Nice.
Then we have the neck,
Yes.
which separates the head from the tubercle.
Amazing.
And at the tubercle, we also have two parts.
Nice.
The articular surface and the non-articular surface. The non-articular surface is the attachment for a ligament.
Nice.
It's the costotransverse ligament.
Nice. Nice. Yes.
And the articular surface articulates with the transverse processes of the vertebra, thoracic vertebra.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, continue.
Then we have the shaft, and it goes anteriorly.
Yes.
And it's articulate with the costal cartilage through a joint, so it's not directly articulating, and the joint is costal chondrial joint. And then it articulates through another joint with the sternum, which is the sternocostal joint.
Exactly.
So for the ribs, we're done, and we're focusing on the sternum, which is an unpaired flat bone. So there's just one, and it articulates with the ribs and the clavicle with the first 7 ribs, and it also has parts. There's the manubrium, the body, and the scaphoid process. The manubrium articulates with the clavicle, the first rib and half of the second rib, because the other half of the second rib articulates with the body of the sternum, which also articulates with third rib, 4th, 5th, 6th, and half of 7th.
Beautiful.
And the other half of 7th rib articulates with the last part, the scaphoid process. And this also articulates with the sternum.
Okay. So, first off, I'm really proud of you both. This is probably it's probably an annoying point. And I'm happy in like 40 minutes, I was able to explain it to you. Like I spent personally 3 hours trying to understand the part behind on the vertebra, because it's like annoying to understand same vertebral number above it, and then the articulation of the tubercle, and it takes you so much time. And I'm proud you were able to get it this quick and memorize it. The way you guys said it, I swear I'll give you 5s if you get this point on the exam. This is all you need to do. Ribs and sternum, perfect answering. It took you like what, 40 minutes plus 5 minutes, 45 minutes to learn this point, one of the toughest points in the exam. I hope now Vivian and Myrna, I think you guys have a very solid idea how you should be studying related to the always general, and then you get to the very specific things. He will not take so much time of his time to actually listen to you narrate all of this. He sees the way you both were doing it today. He understands definitely deep down that, okay, these girls are confident, they're spitting out facts, they have so much knowledge, and if I don't stop them, they will continue to speak until they speak everything. So that's how you should do it. And I think when I post the video, you want to revise this point later, but I don't think you need, because it's stuck in your brain. You would see how you narrate it. And when you revise and when you study, this is how you should do it for all of the points of the order. Okay?
I have a question.
Ask me.
If like we're done with all of the information we just went through, we just for example, we will tell all of this information to Suritsky, and he will not stop us. Like, should we say like that is all that I prepare, or what?
Yes, I mean, like he this will not happen. That's first and foremost. It will not happen. And if it did happen, you can just say, this is all I know. He can ask you specific questions, like randomly, about maybe something you didn't describe very well, but from this answer, you know you did it 100 on 100. But he'd be like randomly, maybe you, let's say you forgot a joint in there, or you forgot the name of the ligament or something. You didn't say it. He'll be like, what's this ligament called? And he'll be like, you'll be like costotransverse, or let's say costochondral, or like, let's say sternocostal. He'll be like, okay, you know, that's it, move on. There's
Is
nothing.
he really that mean in orals?
If you are not confident, and if you're not like today, he would be mean. You get what
And
I
he
mean?
also be mean if I'm too confident, right?
No. When look, don't be overly confident. Like don't be like showing him I'm the shit, or like don't trigger him, right? But like if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
humble with your answer and you speak slowly, look, speak slowly, because like now you guys were speaking fast and you're spitting out all the things you know. Speak slowly, speak confidently. It's your time. Take your time. He'll be bored. Be clever about it. You have all of this knowledge. Take your time. I mean, if you take time saying exactly what you said to me, he'd be like, okay, fuck it, we don't have time, let's go. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And from my experience, girls, Sirisky was my teacher all year round. And he narrated to me the orals all year round. And I didn't have any problem. I didn't fail once in oral. All year round. Why? It's because I just like I taught you now. I learned the information like I taught you now. I narrated the information like you guys did, but slower with clear information, very loud, not stressed, slow tempo, and he just didn't let me continue. I only failed my final when oral final of anatomy. Why? It's because I was so cocky. I passed everything first time, pins and orals. I became so cocky. I didn't study. I saw the sun, went to chill outside while other students were in the room like studying hardcore. Went to the exam. I was halted, devastated. Had to study all my summer. Came back. I knew everything. He told me the 3 points. I didn't even say two sentences about them because he knows me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't worry. Just know your knowledge, and I swear you'll be fine. Like from what I hear, you girls have clear memories. You are quick to memorize, sharp. I have other students, it's harder for them to really grasp what I give them. So you guys are at a head start. If you
So
tell me.
you sent me the information. Is it enough if I study from that? Because like my problem is I don't know where to get all of the information that is the most important.
The Bible of anatomy, what I sent you right now, this resource is all a copy paste from Ambos. So it's the biggest medical platform in the world. It's very good. It's detailed. If you stick to that, you will be 100% good.
Okay, so it is okay if this is my only source.
Yes, study orals. This is your only resource, and I did the same.
Okay.
Okay. Pins, you can go Subota, matrix, but just study pins from everywhere. Just make sure you have knowledge in pins. Okay.
Yeah, I think if you study a lot for pins, it's easier. You have like a little anatomy knowledge, and you can combine things.
Exactly. And to make things easier on you, Subota is good, Anki is good, and that's it.
And what about Kenhub?
Kenhub, yeah, like you can, like it doesn't matter. But like if you have Subota and Ankis, you look at Kenhub. If you don't find something, it's fine, you know. But
Okay.
just don't spread your resources so much so that you're confused now, you know. Okay. And we will continue with the same system. I don't know. I'll put a vote when we should study and stuff. Ribs and oral every day until the exam. Okay. Girls, please, this week, like, there's no joking. You have to spend per day minimum 3 to 4 hours, or you know what, 3 to 5 hours anatomy, pins and orals. We have to pass. We have to try to pass this weekend. Okay.
But there is so much other tests this week.
What do you have tests? Other tests?
So we have histology, and I have biology retake. So and pins. So histology on Thursday, pins on Thursday, Friday biology, and next week Monday orals, and also partial test biology on Wednesday.
Anything online?
No.
Everything in person?
Yeah.
Okay, try to balance it. I would say 3 hours anatomy, pins and orals. Okay?
Yeah.
And including with me. You know what I mean? So my lessons, count it within the 3 to 4 hours you're studying anatomy, and try to do the other subjects on the side. Because why? Anatomy is an annoying subject. If you take it on, DR1 comes in. Now you're studying muscles.
Yeah.
We need to. I believe in you guys. I really believe in you guys. Your memory is so sharp. Try your best to get anatomy off your plate. Okay, that's my advice.
So maybe because we have, I don't know, when do you have orals? What is the other date? Is it the same?
I think Marina has
Um,
Friday. I'm not sure.
my pins is gonna be on Friday, and the orals in a week, yeah, on Monday.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so 20th of November.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's okay. Like wake up. Look, wake up early. I don't know. Like try our best. Let's try our best. Okay. And if we fail, look, if we fail, I always say this to the students. We become better doctors. We don't fail to compare ourselves to other students who passed. Fuck the status. Fuck the student status. Fuck who passed first. It always devastates us to be compared to others. Oh, they passed, I failed. Don't do that. Once you fail, I swear to God, you become a better doctor because you go back, you study harder. You will never forget it. Okay?
So maybe if we don't just have like a week left, we can do the most important things like quickly. I don't know, quickly. To it's easier for me if somebody explains me, and then after it I can memorize.
I got you. I got you.
You know what I mean?
I will be here. I told the students I'm here from like every day for 2 hours. So like we will do the lessons together, and whatever you memorize with me, whatever you grasp, I'm praying to God that it's the questions that He asks you on the exam. You never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with your own studies, it will add up on your effort, and hopefully you guys can get through this one. You know?
Yeah.
But don't like trust me. Don't feel down if you fail. We become better doctors always. Now I'm in fourth year. The best students in our year, I'm telling you, now we're fourth year. The best students who are in our year are the ones who failed the most. All the people who failed subjects like pathomorph, pharmacology, anatomy, and did not pass through first time, they're the best ones now. Best ones.
Because I studied a lot.
Yes, they failed. They had so much time now to study the same subject. Now they move forward. The professor asked them, "What's this cancer?" Cell squamous carcinoma. Nobody else knows them because they forgot it. But the ones who really studied harder, they know it until now. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wish you good luck. Do not compare yourselves with each other. Work for yourself and for your career. And I'm
Thanks.
here to help whenever I can. Okay.
Okay, thank you a lot. It was very helpful.
No
Yeah,
problem.
thank you.
I appreciate it, and I'm glad you memorized this one. So continue studying, and hopefully you will get through this one. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Have a very beautiful night. Take care.
Thank you.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.